What's going on YouTube? GeoSnow right here. In today's video we have even more great news for those of you on iOS 16.0 all the way up to 16.4, but also for 15.0 all the way up to 15.7.1 for jailbreak purposes. We have even more great news about rootless jailbreaks and their tweak support. This video is brought to you by AnyUnlock, a software that allows you to unlock the screen passcode, bypass MDM, and even remove SIM lock. Definitely check the program out in the link below, especially if you have a second-hand device. So as you probably remember, yesterday I made a video in which I talked about these pretty good news. Havoc Repo is finally supporting rootless packages or rootless tweaks to be uploaded to the repo. So now tweak developers can upload both the rootless version and the old style root version of their tweaks, and you will be able to get the proper one for your device. This is important since all the jailbreaks nowadays are heading towards being rootless. For example, Sheena A15 jailbreak is rootless for iOS 15, Pale Rain does have a rootless branch, and really most jailbreaks tend to be rootless because starting with iOS 15 things have changed in terms of security and the root file system is now sealed. I have discussed about this in depth, why we need rootless jailbreaks, here on this article on my website, link will be below, and I explained in here what are rootless jailbreaks and why they are rootless and stuff like that. But as I said yesterday in my video, the biggest problem was not the fact that they are rootless, but the fact that most tweaks are not supporting the rootless format just yet because they have not been updated. The jailbreaks were created with rootless in mind, but the jailbreak tweaks remained in the pre-rootless era before rootless was a thing. Well, it looks like finally this is about to change. Havoc Repo, which is one of the biggest repos, finally opened the doors for the rootless tweaks, and following that, iCraze, one of the tweak developers in our community, announced this, quote, "A rootless build of Nexus, which is a tweak, is now available on Havoc Repo. You only have to buy the tweak once. The license is shared across both the rootless and non-rootless versions." So this is perfect. It looks like tweak developers are starting to update their tweaks to port them over to rootless format, which is definitely great. OPA334 also announced this, quote, "Regarding rootless, I have rootless builds of about all my stuff that supports iOS 15 Plus, pretty much ready. I'm just waiting for there to be some clearance regarding the repo situation. If Big Boss will not support rootless, my dependency packages will most likely go to cherries." And then they clarify what they talk about. They are talking about these tweaks, altlist, libundirect, libsendy, crane, CC support and stuff like that. Apparently they managed to update those for rootless format, but the Big Boss repo did not support rootless tweaks at the moment. Well, it looks like shortly after this tweet over here, Havoc announced the fact that they now support rootless packages, which means that OPA can now upload to either Havoc or maybe cherries and stuff like that. So it finally looks like tweak developers are indeed updating their tweaks for the rootless jailbreaks, which means that these jailbreaks will no longer be useless. You will finally be able to run tweaks and the tweaks will be compatible with the jailbreaks, because this has been a problem for many months. In fact, this has been a problem for a year now. So that's definitely great. You will be able to run proper tweaks. Well, how this affects newer versions like iOS 16.4, like iOS 16.3, 16.2, why is it in a title? Well, at first, Pale Rain does have a rootless version, and that does work on 16.3.1, 16.4, and stuff like that on pre-A12 devices. But even if you have a newer device and there is no jailbreak at the moment for iOS 16.4 on the newer devices, eventually there will be a jailbreak for those devices on that version. Eventually, iOS 16.4 will become older and exploits will surface, so there will be a jailbreak at some point. But if tweaks are not updated, if tweaks are not compatible with the rootless format, then you will still not be able to run tweaks. So the fact that these repos are starting to support rootless tweaks and the fact that these developers are starting to update and build their tweaks in the rootless format basically ensures that we do have tweaks in the future once jailbreaks get released. So it basically creates the same situation we had for years. When a new jailbreak was released, tweaks were already there and just required maybe a minor update and stuff like that, but they already existed and could be used, most of them. Well, in this case, we need to do that by updating our tweaks to support rootless format, and it looks like many developers have started doing so. So yeah, definitely great. Thank you for watching. I am GeoSnow. Till the next time, subscribe to stay updated, and peace out.